Namaste, my deep gratitude. Today I will be talking about 10 ethics while doing your spiritual practices, because as we get to know more and more about energy work, we want to gain more and more energy. And there are many things which we will be doing out of emotions, but emotions and intellect and intuitions are three different dimensions. So we have to practice something which make our energy strong, which boost our personal energy, and which doesn't become an obstacle in our self growth. So the first thing is that the place where you sleep, it must be very tidy, because energy of the objects directly affect your personal energy. Make sure the place where you sleep is very much in order and shape. Second very important thing about that place is that it should not have any kind of spiritual photographs, idols of any kind of angel or ancestors or anything you want to pray to. Make sure these things are not in your room, because the sacredness of energy is such that you have to make it sacred and you have to maintain it as sacred. When we sleep, our energy deteriorates, and if you put these kind of photos inside your room, those energies will also deteriorate. It will never help you. So make sure that these photographs are in separate room. Second thing is, you should not face your feet in the direction of the idols or whatever. If you are not sleeping in your room, or if you are not sitting in your room, and if you are sitting in a direction where your altar is, or in the room where your altar is, you try to face your head in that direction, because the energy vibration which comes from altar is a descending force. So there are two forces, ascending and descending. The energy of the altar is descending force, which means it starts from your forehead, it starts from your crown chakra and descend downwards to your body, and hence by this method it energizes your body. If you keep your feet inside facing the temple, the energy will not enter from your feet. And in ethical ways, it is also about disrespecting the temple. We don't keep our feet facing the altar. So it has two things: it will not be able to energize you, and it will de-energize your chakras if you do so. So always face your head towards your altar. Second thing is, never try to do your spiritual practices or meditation, especially if you're doing it alone, after 9 or 10 p.m., because you will get energized and you will not be able to sleep. And second thing which will happen is that your body will feel agitation because of non-rest. As you are new into this journey, accept Reiki sleep meditation, or uh, yoga nidra or Reiki sleep. If you are trying to do, you try to do after 60 or 70 or 90 days, because your body will get habitual of doing these practices. Now, if you have created your Reiki altar, make sure that you don't eat near your Reiki altar. Eating is a kind of energy generation from other sources. In this position, it is material which you are eating. So once you mix these downloading of both sorts, like you want to download the energy from temple also, and you want to download the energy from the material also, the energy got mixed. the sacredness of altar will be deteriorated if you try to eat anything near it, and you have to create the altar again. So don't do any these kind of things which uh, kills the sacredness of your temple. Don't try to eat anything near your temple. It should be a distance of at least 6 to 9 feet above. You should not keep anything which should be eaten by you, and you should not eat with the radius of 6 to 9 feet. The sixth step or the sixth ethic is that whenever you try to do any kind of praying or you try to touch anything from your temple, make sure you wash your hands. We wash our hands by two methods. First is the physical washing by water. We cleanse our hands with soap and thing. This clears our physical uh, debris from our hands, and then we energetically cleanse our body with energy, and once our hands are cleansed, then we touch everything. So this is also to keep the sacredness of the altar. The more sacred your altar is, or the more divine our altar is, the more energy it gives. And we do each and every practice, so we are not able to kill the sacredness of our altar. Now, if you want to grow our energy, if you want to grow our personal energy, see, becoming sensitive towards energy is a different thing, and becoming more powerful by ourselves is a different thing. So if you want to increase your personal energy, make sure you do your Reiki practices, meditation practices, self-healing practices on the same spot, and if possible at the same time, because these energies are very cyclical in the atmosphere also, and in the cyclical realm of these rotation of planets also. Like sun comes in the morning at the same time with the corresponding of a different longitude. Okay, it doesn't comes like today it will come at 7 or tomorrow it will come at 7:30. So these things are very cyclical, and you're gaining these cyclical energies inside your body. If you do it in a same spot, and if you do it in a same time, your personal energy will move in a better way. So another thing is that you need not to mix two things or two practices. Don't mix two practices at the same time. For example, if you're doing some prayer to Archangel Michael, who vibrates in a different vibration, don't try to pray to Archangel Gabriel, because both of these energies are two different energies. They vibrate in different vibrations, and as a human, you can only gain a vibration in your body at a time. A single vibration can only be digested at a single time. So there should be a gap of at least 12 hours between both practices. If you want to pray to Archangel Michael, pray to Michael only. If you want to pray to Gabriel, Gabriel only. This way you will assimilate the vibration in your body in a better way. Without mixing them, you create a sanity in your body that you can hold the vibration well. You will be given many chances in the future when you will become in the masterships. Then you will get into a position when you will be mixing these energies, but for now you you will judge it with emotions, and emotions are not good indicators of doing these kind of things, because inside our ego we all think that we are super powerful and we do these kind of things, but it take time. In the initial stages, don't try to mix any kind of spiritual practices. Now second now very important thing is this: your altar should be protected when you are not in your house. It needs protection from foreign energies. It needs protection from foreign eyes, that I don't want my neighbors to see my temple because it needs protection, and even seeing it makes a hook into it. So we simply hide our altar when we don't use it. We cover our altar when we don't use it. We simply close the room of the altar when we don't use it. What happens is that our energy, our personal energy, is only be involved in our altar, and no two people are worshipping this altar. Your kids can worship it if they have permission of you. Your wife can worship, your husband can worship the same altar if you have permission of it. But try to have minimum people worshipping your altar, because we have to make sure that these peoples are giving this praying importance like you are giving. If someone is coming for the sake of doing things in your altar, he will disturb the energy of altar, and this will create degenerative energy in that. So make sure you keep it sacred always. Now, this is the last thing, but this is a very important one. Try to use single source things in your altar. Like if you want to keep a lamp, don't try to buy a synthetic fabric for your altar. Keep it simple, like keep it simple cotton for the clothing. Keep it simple metal ornaments for it, for keeping. Don't use synthetic things, don't use plastic things. These are not high vibrating ornaments. The more pure minerals you will keep in your altar, the more sanity of sacredness energy will be there. However, first use plastics can be used for lamps, but not for anything. The faces of the angels and the body of the angels, or the idols of the angels, should be made up of crystals or mud, not by plastic. Other than this, rest the accessories can be of mixed minerals and plastic and like that. But if you have availability in your country, try to have the purest minerals and the purest materials for your angels and idols and everything concerned with your Reiki altar. This will give you high energy, pure energy, sacred energy, and divine energy. Thank you, and be blessed always.